Hi, this is a video to show you how to sketch a quadratic function. So sketch a graph of the quadratic function y is equal to x squared minus x minus 12. Now, we're doing a sketch rather than a plot, so we don't have to do the accurate diagram, we just need the main features of the graph. So we've got y is equal to x squared minus x minus 12. Now, there's about 5 things I'm going to do here, but you can do them in any order. First of all, I'm going to write down the general format. Y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. And then, because a is 1, it's 1x squared. That means that a is positive. The graph is a U-shaped. If a had been negative, then the graph would have been an N-shaped. That's the first point. Point number 2, the line of symmetry can be found quite easily by doing x is minus b over 2a. And we know that a is 1, b is minus 1, and c is minus 12. So x will be minus minus 1, be careful with the negative sign, divided by 2 times a, 2 times 1, which gives me minus minus is plus, so it gives me x is equal to a half. Then I'm going to find the y-coordinate of that by just substituting back. This will give me the y-coordinate of the vertex, this gives me the x-coordinate. So that will give me y is equal to a half squared minus a half minus 12. Minus a half squared is a quarter, minus a half minus 12. So a quarter minus a half is minus a quarter. Minus a quarter minus 12 gives me minus 12 and a quarter. Now you could have achieved this bit by taking this and completing the square and finding h comma k. So the vertex will be at a half minus 12 and a quarter. The x-intercepts we can find by solving x squared minus x minus 12 is equal to 0. Now, if this was a difficult one, we use the quadratic formula, but it's quite an easy one to factorize. If you can't factorize it, you can use product sum factors, but if we open up 2 brackets, we've got x, and this is x. What are the factors of 12? That they are 1 and 12, 2 and 6, and 3 and 4. 3 and 4 will give something 1 in the middle, so I'm going to put 3 and 4. I want this to be negative, so the 3 would have to be a plus, and this would have to be a minus 4, which gives me x is equal to minus 3, or x is equal to 4 as the x-intercepts, or as coordinates minus 3, 0, 4, 0. And finally, the y-intercept I get from c, which is minus 12. So the y-intercept will be 0, minus 12. Right, having got all that information, and like I said, you could have done that in any order. And there are different techniques, like you could use the quadratic formula here. Here you could have completed the square. We can now sketch it. Now, best to do a sketch on a plain piece of paper. So it's U-shaped. The vertex is at a half minus 12 and a quarter. The x-intercepts are minus 3, 0, and 4, 0. And the y-intercept is 0, minus 12. Right, with a ruler, draw yourself a set of axes. So a y-axis, label y at the end, x at the end. Now the graph just needs to roughly look right. So you need to just put the points roughly on the graph. So we're going to plot the x-intercepts first. Minus 3, 4. Then we're going to do the y-intercept, which is at minus 12. So it'll be right down there. Okay, it just needs to roughly look right. And then the vertex is at a half, which is roughly going to be there, and slightly lower than this one here. Okay, and then what we need to do is just join up the points with a nice smooth curve. Okay, and then label at one end y is equal to x squared minus x minus 12. Notice that the roots are equal distance from the line of symmetry, and if we were to work out the discriminant of this function, it would be positive because we've got 2 distinct roots, i.e. 2 different roots. Okay, this has been a video to show you how to sketch a quadratic function given its equation. I hope you understood, and I thank you very much for watching.